Hello and welcome to Sobrix. I'm Adam and this is Sobrix. This is my channel for reviewing Lego sets and building them and other Lego related content. In this video, I'm going to be taking a look at the Lego Marvel Baby Rockets ship. This is set number 76254. It has 330 pieces and I paid $35 for this set. This is one of the sets that I believe just came out at the beginning of April of this year, or I think that's when this came out, along with a few other Marvel sets and other stuff related to the upcoming Guardians of the Galaxy movie. I have not built a ton of Lego Marvel stuff. I don't have very many of the minifigures. I've done like the Infinity Gauntlet and the Groot statuette and a Miles Morales set, but other than that, I don't think I've really done much. So I'm excited to take a look at this, and I'm excited about Baby Rocket here. So in this video, I'm going to open this up, I'm going to put it together, and then I'll give my review. While I build, I will speed the video up, and then I'll slow it back down to give my thoughts. So until then, enjoy. Okay, so that is this Lego Marvel Baby Rockets ship from, I believe it's Guardians of the Galaxy Volume 3. This is pretty good. It's a unique ship design. It doesn't feel like it follows the same design constraints that other properties might have, or even other types of ships within the Marvel universe that might have some consistent things. I think this one breaks the mold a little bit, which is cool. And I haven't admittedly I haven't built a ton of them, but comparing to the Quinjet, to some of the other Guardians ships, to some of the stuff from the Black Panther series, I don't know. I guess I can't really speak on those because I haven't built all of them, although I do have the most recent Guardians ship that came out alongside of this, just called like the New Guardians ship or something like that. And maybe I'll feature it on my channel, but it might be a while because that set is pretty big. But either way, this feels, I mean, at the very least, different from Star Wars, for example, and that's good that it feels that way. And it's nice. I feel like it's only 330 pieces. It kind of feels like more than that to me because of the footprint. I mean, these front kind of appendages up here don't have that many pieces, I suppose, but the back has good weight to it. It feels good in the hand. It also is very easy to hold because of how this is built down here, which is really nice. So this is really, really good for play, I would think, and it can probably be held in a few different ways. But before I just get into all of it, we can take a look at the mini figures. And the first one that I think I and many other people were really excited about getting is this Baby Rocket. So it's a very cute molded raccoon. I personally love raccoons. I think they're very, very cute and smart. And even if they eat garbage and kind of mean, but this is Baby Rocket, and it's a pretty good mold. The printing is nice, and yeah, happy to have that. I don't know in what capacity this character will be in the new movie or this ship even, but we'll find that out in the future. So this is nice, and it's Baby Rocket, so cool. And then the actual Rocket raccoon minifigure here, it's on the legs that do not bend. It has this nice tail piece to go between the legs and the torso. It does come with a blaster or gun or weapon of some sort there. I'll remove that. And we can take a look at the print here on the torso. It is okay, you know, nothing on the legs or the arms. This torso print is fine. I was kind of not super thrilled with this minifigure and the minifigures that are included in the New Guardians ship, the one with the big like ring elements, because it seems like every Guardian is wearing this same torso and same legs, generally speaking. I mean, Rockets are the shorter ones, but if that's the case, I haven't opened that one up yet, but it looks like all of the Guardians are wearing this same thing, which I guess, like in the movie, that might be the case. For me, as someone who I don't have the minifigures from other sets or anything like that, I would have liked for them to be a little more variation in the minifigures, because it's really just going to look the same. And yeah, okay, they're in the same suit, and I don't complain about maybe stormtroopers that are all the same, but I do appreciate when there's like difference is in a trooper element in a Star Wars set based on their rank or whatever. And if all the Guardians are wearing this torso, that's a little bit of a bummer for me, but I'll just have to wait and see. Either way, this is a good print on its own. Nice metallic details. And the back, his tail covers it up a little bit, but that continues on the back. And the head mold is good, and I think they look cute together. So good for Rocket and Baby Rocket. And then just turning to this Baby Rocket's ship, very cool shape. There is a lot of articulation. So these, for example, can be positioned in all sorts of ways. And they can even go out to the side like that. And they could conceivably be rotated here in different ways. So a lot of different stuff to be done with these front ones here, which is really cool. And the back, sort of the same. These can tilt up or down like that. They can move in or out as well a little bit, if you would like. And there's probably a way for this to sit pretty nicely here. That's pretty cool. I think this is, it reminds me of kind of like a, oh, I gotta shift these back a little bit before tilting them. It does remind me of like something industrial, or like safety yellow and safety orange, like reflective kind of construction type color scheme here. And I don't know if that's what it's used for, but it could be. And if it is, then these work really well, I think. I don't know what applications it'd be used for, but with a little imagination before the movie comes out, I think there's a lot of play to be had here, just because of how much this can change and shape and everything, which is really, really cool. I do like how it looks when it's kind of at its kind of base state here. I think it looks pretty cool like that. These can even be made all the way kind of flat there. But tons of different like changes can be made with this thing, and that's always appreciated. And I think they look nice. This one it's got some like miniature greebling, I would say. With this already looks like, these joints already look like kind of a greeble type deal, and this is okay. And yeah, this is a fine detail, a little bit of that silver in there. This construction is pretty nice on the end here. I don't know if, I thought these were gonna rotate, but they don't. So they're not like wheels necessarily, but maybe they're magnet pads or something that this can grip onto something in the middle with magnets there, or something like that. This looks really cool. Continues the same color scheme. I think the choices of how the colors kind of move along at certain parts of the ship is really, really clean, and I really like that. It's a good detail having this kind of mimicked back here. Really, really nice, solidly built. Can't complain about that. Besides all the articulation, we get stud shooters here, so those can be loaded. We get 4 of the kind of 1x1 translucent green plates, or studs as I like to call them, that can be loaded in there and fired off, and they can be, like, because of all the articulation, kind of launched at different angles, which is cool. This opens up. We do have 2 prints inside. No stickers in this set, which is always a plus. Rocket can't really sit because, well, his legs don't bend. So let me see if I can get him in here. So we get grown-up Rocket standing there. Controls are on the side, not in front of him, but that's okay. And I imagine baby Rocket is to be positioned right there behind him, which is nice. That can be closed. Very little gap in here. I like the shaping of this translucent windscreen type piece, or whatever. I don't know if I've seen this piece before, and it's cool that this whole assembly is built essentially upside down, or it's built one way and then you flip it upside down to attach, and you attach it in a nice way. The curves here work really well. From many angles, this looks pretty good. It's actually pretty hard to see through that, which is kind of a surprise to me, but nice, fine, very cool. And to the back, we have these elements, which can also be articulated a bit if you like. They can be spun around, they can be flared out, those can be positioned in a way. This moves a little bit as well. these work well. I really like the use of these like mud guard wheel well, like from Speed Champion type things, the use on the ship, and they kind of work kind of flawlessly in there. It's so much so that you might not recognize that as that piece, but it works really, really great in here. This has a little bit of movement too on the back. This fin, not a ton because of the pieces up here. This shape back here is okay. You know, this sticks up higher than these other slopes, where this one is matches it there. Not a big issue. It does kind of look cool, and it lines up with this, so that middle line is all right, and ultimately pretty good. It is symmetrical, so you do just do like the mirror of everything, but that's not too bad for me. And I feel like this is a good value set. I have been interested in getting that Ghost Rider mech and bike set, which is the same price as this set, but only has the one minifigure, and then the mech build, and then the bike, and it is a very many fewer, a considerable amount fewer pieces than this set, and maybe just not as interesting stuff. Definitely no baby Ghost Rider or baby Rocket like we have here, and it's ultimately a mech and a motorcycle, which mechs are somewhat common, motorcycles fine, but this feels like much more, has a lot more unique kind of style and design elements, and the color pops a little bit more, and I think this has more play opportunity than that other set, although I haven't built that other set, so I could be totally wrong. Besides the the minifigures and their accessory, I'll show the extra pieces here, extra of the silver there, extra of the stud shooter trigger, extra of the translucent 1x1 rounded plate for the stud shooter, extra slope in the orange, and pretty standard extra pieces there. Ultimately, I think this is a good set. I think the price, $35, is, I think, a little high for this. I think $35 is very high for that Ghost Rider set. For what I get here and what other people might get here, I think there's a lot of play. I think this sits pretty well as a display set, and I think it looks pretty good. I just wish it were cheaper. Some of these mid-level or entry-level sets, or the sets that are between the $15, $20 up to like $40 or $50, I'm sort of, I don't know. I wish there was a little more here. Maybe like an extra side build or something else. Yeah, it's an okay price. I felt fine. For me, it was okay. I still think 35 is a little high. I mean, obviously even 30 would be better. Closer in line with the kind of standard 10 cents per piece type deal, and 30 I would feel more comfortable with it. 25 would be great, 27, but yeah, 30 feels fine. 35 just feels a bit high for me. I still like it. Wish it was cheaper. Not too many complaints with it. I think the design's really good, and I think it has tons of playability, which is always a plus for a set of this size, at this scale, at this price. So I could see a lot of people having a lot of fun with this set, and I had a lot of fun building it and talking about it. If you like this video, consider giving it a like, and if you like the content on my channel, consider subscribing so you can stay up to date on all the LEGO videos I will be doing here in the future, including, possibly the Avengers, or rather the Guardians new ship at a certain point, and a bunch of other stuff that I'm really excited about. So subscribe so you don't miss any of that. And until next time, thanks. Bye.